What's up, friends and family? It's Brian Castrillo, and these past couple days for Walking Dead fans, it's been a bit of an emotional roller coaster for us all. I mean, March 29th, if Scott Wilson was still with us, rest in peace, he would have been 80. And he was, a lot might say the heart and soul of the show early on. And the following day, The Walking Dead filmed for the last time. Not the Walking Dead universe, but the main show had its final film date, and which that's kind of surreal because in October 31st, 2010, we all sat down and watched on AMC the beginning of this amazing show, this amazing journey that is a little bit hard to put in words. It all started from comic books like these. When Days Gone By, the very first episode, or Miles Behind Us, or Safety Behind Bars. These comic books brought us together, and they had the last final film day. And I kind of just sat back and watched. I thought about what I wanted to post, what I wanted to say, and I really did not know. So I was just kind of watching everybody else's posts, watching everybody else's, photos and videos that they had of memories of their favorite characters they met, the fellow fans they met, the merch that they got, the memories that they have. And reading everybody's post and just kind of reflecting back and looking at my own pictures and thinking about my own memories. And it's just amazing, what kind of a ride and journey this has been for each and every one of us. Just recently I sent in a video to the Talking Dead, and of course, fingers crossed, hopefully they'll select me. Ask, saying what The Walking Dead, means to me, and how has it affected my life. And that's really difficult to put into words. I mean, I'm a huge fan of the horror genre, of course the zombie genre, subgenre within horror. I love it all. Love scary movies. I love The Walking Dead. But we all sat down on October 31st, 2010 and watched the pilot episode Days Gone By. And I think we were all just hooked. Rick Grimes, T-Dog, Shane, Daryl, Carol, and many more throughout the years. We just got hooked. They ended up being family. Watching all these characters that we grow to love and grow to learn, and just watch every Sunday. Sundays were for the dead, and we did not miss. We watched every single episode. I mean, I watched with friends. I remember after every episode, we chat, we talk with friends, and like, did you see what happened? I can't believe this happened to Rick, or oh my gosh, look at Carl, look at just the governor, all these great characters that we just talked about, and we all bonded with, and we all became family. Now, I'm probably going to name drop some people, and I just want you to know I have made bonds and friendships with so many people that there's no way I could possibly name all of you, but just know that I love you all. But it just amazes me. Now, there's one person that I did want to kind of give a shout out before I name some other people, but his name was Timothy Bose. He was a huge, and I mean huge, Norman Reedus fan, a huge Daryl Dixon fan. We always used to talk about the Patriots as well, but he is no longer with us. He passed away, and he did not get to see the end and the final film day. Rest in peace, Timothy Bose. But he was a great friend, and it was sad when we lost him. It was like losing a family member. Because that's what all of you are to me. He was family to all of us, and I'm sure many of you remember him. He was such a great guy. He was an artist. He had all kinds of Daryl Dixon art. I'm sure if you go on Facebook and look him up, you'll see some of his art still there. Just a reminder of how great he was and the family is as a whole. Um, and I got to know him. I was honored to know him, be friends with him. You know, meeting people like Squawking Dead, where I became Squawking Dead's The Walking Dead Universe Ultimate Fan, winning that competition, where I got to meet, you know, Dave Cameo, Rachel Birch, Randy Swift, and so many more. You know, just from meeting them, and Mary Pulliam Edgar. You know, I've also Zainab Baraki, Sarah Cohen Bennett. There's so many people out there that, and I know there's no way I can name everybody, and I'm going. So please forgive me if I don't mention you, but know that I love you all. But also not just in the United States. Like I have friends now across the world, like my friend Tracy from Australia, Tracy Lauer, Logan and Gail from the UK, Lucy Papworth from the UK. I mean, that blows my mind that I even know anybody from outside the US, outside my little, you know, area here in Columbus, Ohio. And that amazes me. And one of the things that I said when I sent in my, you know, my video to the Talking Dead, and hopefully they'll pick me to ask a question, was the people that you meet, the friends that you make, and you know, the connections, the art that you see, so many phenomenal artwork that's out there, like Lindy's fan artwork. Check that out. Look her up. But just these memories and connections that you gain. These people are our family, and The Walking Dead gave that to us, and that's how it kind of changed us. That's really, you know, what it meant to me, and to further on this, like, this connection, this family. It's not just within the United States. It's not just Georgia, where it all started. It's not just Ohio for me, or California for another friend, or New York, or wherever you are. It's global. Like, this blows my mind. I have friends outside the United States, and The Walking Dead gave that to us. They gave us this family, and that's kind of the theme that I expressed to Talking Dead. And of course, you know, meeting Andrew Lincoln was amazing. Getting to shake his hand 3 times was really cool. Norman Reedus, met him at a few times, but a quick story. I met him in, you know, Cincinnati at Horror Hound in Columbus, Ohio, or Cincinnati, Ohio, rather, Columbus, whatever. But big blizzard there, and really bad, and it's getting to the end of the con, and you got this big building where, you know, everything's going on, and they got the big auditorium where Norman was, and there's these like rows of chairs, you know, right, this huge room, and then it, you know, everybody's in line in the chairs, and they're kind of moving around. Then it goes up against the wall, outside into the main hallway, up these stairs to go, which is like, I want to say 2 to 3 flights, when you, because it's down low, but then it comes outside and around this entire building. I was like the last few people there, so, and it's towards the end of the con. You're seeing some of the other guests that are leaving, and which is, I get it. It's the end of the day for them. It's a long day. I'm sure it's not easy talking to thousands of people that, you know, that have come to see them, but. And I'm like, you know what, there's no way we're going to get in. I was getting disappointed. You know, me and my group of friends that were there, we had paid money. We were worried that we weren't going to get to see Norman, because his line was ridiculous. I mean, this is Norman Reedus. Everyone, he's obviously, you know, a big name on the show. But then, you know, as everyone's getting worried, Norman kind of comes out, and he has his people. There's a few people with him, and you know, then he goes back in, and these people come to the line, and they basically start talking to us, and they say, we want everybody into the building. And basically what they did is they brought us in the building and kind of locked it off so no one else, but everybody was brought in. And they just told us Norman is going to stay for the rest of this line, and he wants to make sure that he gets to talk to everybody and everybody gets their chance. So basically, and me being last, I seen everybody, get to communicate and meet with him, and that just really blew my mind. I was not expecting that. And then at that same horror hound, I got to meet Scott Wilson, who is the kindest and funniest person, and he treated you like a real person, not just like an actor who you're there and sign your autograph, whatever. He literally treated you like family. It was like meeting. I don't even say meeting. It was like talking to your grandpa or just another family member, a good friend, and he was just funny. Like my friend joked with him, and he said, your leg, what happened to your leg? It looks like you got it back. And he's like, yeah, I poured, sprinkled some water on it, and I grew it back. Basically, like talking like he's grown his plant, like his leg back, which is, and he joked about that. Another great moment was getting to meet Lauren Cohan, who that is a celebrity crush of mine, and I got to meet her. And funny thing about that was in Atlanta at Walker Stalker. So me and my good friend Ben, we had a road trip to Atlanta from Columbus, Ohio, and we met up with one of his friends who thought it would be funny to hide his VIP pass, and we didn't realize this until we were at Woodbury, and the next stop was going to Walker Stalker Con, but prior to that, he's looking for his VIP pass and he could not find it. Like, we spent like literally 2.5 hours, and finally we're like, screw it, we're just gonna go. We'll at least see that, and we'll make sure that because I still have my VIP pass, and he just wanted to make sure that I got to meet Lauren because I had the photo ops, whatever. And then he goes into the Woodbury shop to buy some memorabilia, and me and his friend are in the car, and she goes to me, she pulls out, she's like, oh, this is a big joke, and she pulls out his VIP pass, and immediately I'm pissed off because we lost 2.5, 3 hours where we could have visited other sites, and we're already behind, and it's late. We have like 30 minutes, I think, to get there, and so I can make and then I told Ben, and of course when he came in, he was upset, but that's that's another story, another day. But we get there, and the only place we can park is like almost 10 blocks out from the center where it was at. And they said, Brian, just go. We'll park the car and we'll walk up there. So I got a button-up shirt at the time. I think I don't remember if I was wearing a tie or not, but I had khakis and really was not ready for this. And I literally had to sprint like 10 blocks just to catch up. To make it on time, and I got there within 5 minutes to get that photo taken with Lauren Cohan, and that was a crazy run. I never thought I would do that, but that's just how excited I was to meet her. And interesting fact about that is that, of course, Walker Stalker was still fairly new, and I had won a contest from them where I got free passes. I ended up buying the VIP pass after that, but they had a contest on there. You take a photo, showing your Walking Dead fandom, and I actually won that from them early on, and just that was just such an amazing time, getting to meet new friends and meeting everyone from Michael Rooker, who plays Merle. So many. But that was such an amazing time. But then, thinking back on some of the other cons that I went to, like Comic-Con here in Columbus, Ohio, and just all the networking and friends that I made throughout, my group on Facebook, the Walking Dead Stuff and Things. I love you guys. You guys are amazing. The friends through Instagram and Facebook. Twitter, Tumblr, TikTok now, and of course I have a YouTube channel. That's crazy to think. I didn't think I'd have that before. But really, at the end of the day, I just want to say thank you to The Walking Dead. Thank you to the actors. Thank you to those that were the walkers. Thank you to the directors, the producers, the people who did the makeup, the lighting, everybody who made a part of that, bringing that together, the writers. Thank you, because you gave us family. Um, and thank you to all the friends that I now, these are lifetime friends and lifetime memories that I'm going to carry with me. Thank you for all that. It's surreal. I can't believe that the main show is ending. Now, granted, we got Fear the Walking Dead for another season. The Rick Grimes movies are coming. You got the Carol and Daryl show. You got Negan and Maggie, heading up to New York, and you got Tales from the Walking Dead, and some other content that's coming, which is all exciting. So the Walking Dead universe is just getting bigger, but our main show, the show that brought it all together, the show that started just from reading a simple comic book. And here we are now, 12 years. It's amazing. I mean, tip your hats to all you guys that made this possible. Thank you. To the memories that I'll keep forever. Thank you. To those, I don't, I wish I can go to the camp. I don't know if I'm going to be able to make that possible, but for those of you that are going to the camp, enjoy it, laugh, smile, make new memories, and I hope you get to see, your favorite actor there and have great memories and pictures. Go to Nick and Norman's, and just enjoy yourself. But The Walking Dead is still not over. We still got about 10 episodes left, I think, before we finally say goodbye. But the filming is over. Love you guys. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoy my reviews going forward, and they're gonna keep going with Fear and everything else. But thank you guys. For those of you that are subscribed to me, thank you. I really mean that from the bottom of my heart. I appreciate you guys. Love you guys. And can't wait to see what's next. TWD Family for Life.